Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. As always guys, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We've got a ton of content that we come out with. We're trying to review as many books as possible. Also, don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book and any other applicable links. This is our Discord channel and anything else we can think of. Please check it out through the links. One of our fans asked us to set ourselves up with the Amazon affiliates so we could use the traffic through those links. Otherwise, once again, thank you everybody for joining us, and I'm going to go ahead and get right into today's video. So for today, I want to talk about a series I've talked about in the past, author I've talked about in the past, Elliot Kay, and the most recent book, No Man's Land, that is from his series that started out with Poor Man's Fight. Amazing, amazing science fiction series. There's a reason that this is a book that you will find out in the bookstores and physical copies somewhere in the major bookstores. Before I get into that, thank you to my patrons. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please email me on the site. I want to start a little book club with you guys, you know, a monthly read kind of thing, a discussion thing. So email me so I can figure out, we can get the discussion going and figure it out. So, No Man's Land by Elliot Kay. Again, we're with Tanner Malone. Tanner Malone has been the main character in the Archangel Navy and all that. He's been the main character pretty much from the get-go. One of the cool things with this series, though, is that while Tanner has been the main character and has been part of some pretty crazy things, and is pretty well known within his galaxy, various solar systems, however you want to put it. He's not the overpowered main character. He's not superhuman. He's not some super soldier. In fact, oftentimes he's not even the best soldier in the team. He's just pretty good, pretty competent. And what I also like is the fact that he's trying to get out of it. He's a civilian. Tanner Malone at this point is basically a civilian. He's been a college student now for a couple of books, but he does keep getting himself sucked in because of a few things. One, his fame. And two, he does seem to have these little connections to the broader politics that are going on and broader wars that are going on, mostly due to people he knows, either due to circumstances that he was involved in or to people he knows. And one of the things that also tends to really both help and hurt Tanner is his strong sense of morality. His strong sense of morality and a strong sense of right or wrong. And he will not stand for the wrong. So once again, he is pulled away from his college duties, but this time around, it's a little bit different. Last time around, he was almost a bodyguard in a way to a college expedition, an archaeological dig almost. This time around, it's definitely a military mission. He goes along because of his friend, Alicia Wong, who's going for various reasons. But this mission is interesting. So they've been at odds, you could say, with another alien race. We've got a few allied alien races, or at least detente. You know, they're not actively fighting each other, and they do talk to each other, but not allies, but not enemies. Kind of interesting, but we do have this kind of the big bad that even these other alien races are a little bit scared of. And we have a very, very powerful race that was introduced that does not really talk to us, does not tell us a whole lot about what they can and cannot do, and their technology. And really, they're only really talk to one or two people, one of whom happens to be a friend of Tanner Malone's. So this other alien race, this aggressor, well, I guess you could call it an asteroid that appears to be making its way through the solar system, various solar systems. And what's interesting is this asteroid has faster than light technology. It is clearly powered. It is clearly artificial. It is not normal. And it is coming, where it's coming from and where it appears to be going, both are showing that it is something that we need to check out, or at least they need to check out. Meanwhile, the main, the Empress in a way, is trying to negotiate with their version of the Senate, basically. So we've got these two things going in parallel. We've got an attempted theoretical peace offering being made that is very, very political, and we've got all those politics going on. And then we've got this asteroid that is traveling through that we want to discover more about. So Tanner Malone gets sucked into this mission to be part of just exploring what this is. And as a college student, military vet, PTSD military vet. He's got a different way of looking at things. Plus, he was never a special forces type of character or anything along those lines. He was a naval master at arms. Basically, he was a cop. That was, for the most part, what his job was making sure the Articles of War and the laws and rules were followed. And again, he has a very strong sense of morality. And he also thinks. So he has a lot of questions. He sees when things don't quite make sense, aren't quite working out the way that they're supposed to be. Plus, he's willing to give the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't look at an aggressive alien race and go, okay, well, they've attacked us, so therefore every single member of this race must be warmongering, xenophobic, and genocidal. He doesn't think that way, which is good because he's right. You take an entire species, and not every single one of them is trying to kill you. So this asteroid, it's pretty cool. This asteroid is I'd almost want to say ark, but it's less of an ark and more of a prison. It has various defeated or kidnapped members of a variety of different alien races held prisoner on this asteroid, inside this asteroid, along with pieces of their technology, some of which are critical. And then some members of the actual aggressor race. Meanwhile, the Special Forces team that was sent in there with Tanner Malone and Alicia Wong and their ally, they've got their own agenda. They've got their own mission parameters, and they've got their own ways of doing things that naturally bring them at odds with Tanner Malone. And that's what we get. We get this whole little political power play occurring within the Senate, and then we get this whole little mission going on within this asteroid, while at the same time even that mission kind of fractures, and we almost get a 3 to even 4-way fight going on within this asteroid. Overall, it's tough to put down because there's so much going on and it's so fascinating, and this is definitely one that I read straight through, all the way through, until eventually both of these threads manage to intertwine themselves together in such a way that while it's not a cliffhanger ending at all, I mean everything is wrapped up and all the main points are handled. I'm very curious of what happens next. Very, very, very curious. I cannot wait. So, guys, if you're a science fiction fan and you have not read Poor Man's Fight, much less any of the rest of the series, but Poor Man's Fight, the very first of the book, go outside, slap yourself, kick yourself in the nuts, whatever you have to do, and then go to the bookstore and buy it, go on Amazon and buy it, download it to your e-reader, whatever you got to do. But it's an awesome series. If you have read the series and you haven't noticed that No Man's Land is out already, go check it out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.